Welcome back to Seen It Before, where we're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we've seen it all before. I'm Danny.
I'm Dan, and we have one of our old guests from Movie Drunks on today. We got
Nick.
Yeah, Nick. He's been on. What movies did you do? You did
Donnie Darko most recently.
Yes, that was the most recent one.
Then Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And Casino Royale.
There you go.
And,
You're also on the
guest
Mandalorian
appearances.
episode.
Yeah,
and
on
the
our big
Avengers
episodes.
one, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
you know,
So
good times.
you've been around.
You're a veteran.
I'm a pro.
He's a pro at this point.
Yeah.
And you got to pick the movie this time, and
Yep. And I picked one of my... No, it is my favorite horror movie, Alien.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alien.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I cannot... I mean, all those horror movie villains, Freddy, Jason, none of them stand up to the Xenomorph for me.
I get that, yeah,
Yeah.
because like the design and the creature design and everything.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Michael Myers is my favorite just
That's
because,
fair.
you know, he's the boogeyman, but,
It's
you know.
classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
I guess I gotta say mine now.
Yeah.
This is Jason, right?
Yeah, it was because he had all the kills, and that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I guess we could say Jason. For now, we can say Jason.
All right.
Yeah, so Alien, 1980?
1970.
79.
79. I was close.
Yeah.
It was close. I was overestimating. It's okay. 1979.
The effects were just so good. You were convinced
like-
it couldn't have been in the 70s.
It was just one more year.
Just like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars was... Yeah, Empire was 80, so...
Empire was 80.
And, like, technically, Star Wars is more of an 80s franchise than a 70s franchise.
You know, Land of Hope was 77. Interesting. Yes, so Alien. We're watching the director's cut. We should mention that too. None of us have seen the director's cut of this
Yeah.
movie. It's
I didn't know there was one, so...
Well, I just looked because I got a quadrilogy of them on
Okay.
my because I'm ripping.
Quadrilogy.
See, I got my Blu-rays here, so I'm ripping
yes.
them to my hard drive again with subtitles this time.
Okay, cool.
So I wanted to make sure that I got every single cut that I own. So you know,
Great.
So I just have each one of the series has a director's cut or special edition or whatever included on the disc. So
Awesome. Sounds good.
an extra 20 minutes of Xenomorph popping.
Hell yeah.
So
Sign me up.
sign me up. All right, let's just get to it.
all right, so we just watched Alien, the director's cut. What did y'all think?
So first off, it wasn't 20 extra minutes. Danny.
Well, yeah, okay. So apparently it's 1 minute shorter actually compared to the theatrical cut. So
I have no idea what was cut.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
either. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe I've only seen the director's cut
Maybe.
because like I don't remember seeing anything that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Although when I see this movie, like I get really tired.
It is
Like-
a very dark, kind of exhausting vibe movie.
Yeah, and like every time I watch it, I'm just kind of like you saw me yawning through the movie,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
I was still interested, so it's not
Sure.
like I wasn't like, uninterested.
I think it's the first half.
It's very 70s where it's
Yeah.
very slow burn.
Yeah,
So, you know,
exactly.
especially like the opening with the space sounds sets you up for the slow burn
Yeah.
that this movie's gonna be.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Space ASMR.
Yeah. Here's a joke. Would you guys want us podcast to do an ASMR podcast of us just eating noodles for 20 minutes straight or something? Or Danny
That's
scratching
my
his
beard.
Yeah. Do we want to do an ASMR podcast?
No, I don't.
Do we
wanna
want
do
to?
it.
Okay, all right, we're done.
I'm good. I'm good.
I said it's a joke, Dan.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Anyway, so something that I noticed, like this movie's obviously iconic, and you know it's been homaged countless times, and one recently that I just remember seeing was Eternals, when they're all like waking up in the pods and stuff.
Yeah.
That was probably taken from this movie where they're all waking up in the
Probably.
pods in the beginning. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
And then before that it was Infinity War.
With what?
Hey, you remember that really old movie?
right, yeah. How did I forget that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they
that-
shot Squidward out into space.
Yeah.
we were just talking about that too. I'm just
Get
like,
lost,
I completely
Squidward.
forgot. Dude, such a good line.
Yeah.
That whole it's like, dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizards.
Yeah.
So I love that whole scene.
All right, off Marvel talk. All right, but yes, so this movie is very iconic, very quotable. Well, not very quotable, but I mean it's got some lines.
Cool lines.
Yeah, the second one has some lines. Stay
Yeah,
away
stay
from
away
you,
from me,
bitch.
And Game Over, man.
Yeah.
Game over. I love the little voice crack.
Yeah. Perfect touch.
R.I.P. though. John Hurt too.
R.I.P.
You know, and,
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
oh, what's his name? Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Yeah, Bill Paxton.
Yeah. Why is the AI sleeping in the beginning? Like,
To make it, because they don't know he's a robot.
Yeah.
oh,
He's trying to blend in with the people.
That makes sense. So his whole mission from the very beginning is to blend in, and like to do this.
Yeah.
To do like
His-
what he
his
does.
The
prerogative.
corporation, the umbrella.
Wayland Yutani's whole thing was to find out what this alien's capable of.
Yes.
And-
Damn company.
Yep. Wayland Yutani. It's the main antagonist of the whole Alien franchise.
Which I don't know anything about because I've only seen 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah.
Well, speaking of that, like obviously, I like the kind of lore that's added to the series once we get past like the original like quadrilogy.
Yeah.
And then we get Prometheus and Alien Covenant, and probably whatever this next Alien movie, if ever it comes out.
It's not a movie. It's a TV show.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be an FX show.
FX
set
is
on
good.
set on Earth.
Oh.
Finally.
So
Huh.
That's
We
like
never
the whole
see
thing.
Xenomorphs on Earth,
Yeah.
so that'll be something.
Noah Hawley, I believe, is.
Ooh,
gonna
he's
be
good.
doing
He's
it.
great.
He's
Yeah.
the guy who does Fargo, right?
and Legion.
Yeah.
And
He's
Legion was
great.
great.
Yeah, so we'll be able to all watch that on Hulu because
That's
FX
awesome.
is Hulu. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh wait,
Awesome.
no, I think they're getting rid of the FX Hulu thing. Shit,
Oh well.
Whatever.
We'll watch it somehow.
that's rude.
I'm fine with that.
All right,
Well-
that sounds good.
But I mean, looking back at like other projects that were like kind of scrapped with this series, specifically Neil Blomkamp's Alien 5.
All right.
That got a lot of hype. I remember seeing like that concept art of Ripley like being she is the xenomorph or something
Oh,
like that.
what the fuck? I didn't
Or
know
like
about that.
she was wearing like some sort of spacesuit that looked like the
Oh.
xenomorph like body.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's too bad we don't see
seeing
that. I
it.
like Blomkamp's earlier stuff. Not so much Chappie.
Yeah, it was kind of a quick decline because he only did like 3 movies, right? He did District 9, which is great.
Yeah, Elysium.
Elysium, and then Chappie, right? They're all set in South Africa.
Yeah, I think so.
You know.
Yeah.
So, well,
Nah, he had an okay.
he had a promising kind of. It was like kind of
Start.
like how Josh Trank had a promising
Right.
and then he bit the hand that fed him, and you know.
Yeah,
So-
that happened. Yeah.
Something that one of you mentioned while we were watching the movie is every science fiction movie has a city named after one of the actors.
Or a character,
Or a character
named after
a city. Yeah. I
'Cause,
wrote that down.
Dallas was the captain of the Nostromo in this.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I just know that Danny McBride's character in Alien Covenant was named Tennessee, and there's probably like, I don't know,
I mean, we already said
St.
Tallahassee and Zombieland, which
Tallahassee. Yeah,
Classic sci-fi trope.
yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I like
it's-
it. It's a cool like call sign for
Yeah.
for people.
It's like in Halloween where they Scream where they name like Billy Loomis.
Oh yeah,
do
yeah.
like
yeah.
horror movie directors.
Kind of like a callback,
kinda,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay, so in this movie, like I like how like the main character with Ripley isn't like really revealed to be the main character once the body count kind of adds up because
Oh,
she's just in the background.
She's just
like-
doing tech stuff.
yeah, and she's kind of a Karen in the movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's like, don't let him in.
It's like
we're
following-
doing quarantine.
Yeah, it's like we're doing like the following the protocols, and like you really shouldn't have done that, guys. You know,
And to
like,
be
really,
fair, she was right.
yeah,
and
she was
they should
right.
have listened.
This is like one of the first times in a movie where Karen is right.
yeah, one of the only occasions in movie history.
Do you remember that movie? Do you ever see that movie Karen?
Oh no, I heard about
I
it.
heard it was so bad.
I'm sure it was.
I didn't even watch it. I'm
No,
just like,
no thanks.
Parker's a dick, literally saying that's not my job to a potential rescue mission. He's like, that ain't my job, you know.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
like there could be potential people dying.
But on the flip side of that, he just wanted to go home and party. So I mean, I get that.
That's not a
Hey,
human lives
Hey.
and partying.
hey.
Those are your options, and you choose to party.
Parker also suggested they should have froze Kane, the infected guy, which they should have done.
Yeah.
They should have froze him.
That's smart. Okay, so it's like I'll give it to him. He's
Yeah.
a dick, but he's a smart dick.
yeah.
I wanna go home and party.
I mean, well, technically, if they followed Parker's advice, seriously, dick move, but like
They'd all still be alive.
They would all still be alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Rip.
I want to understand why the ship starts having a fire in the cabin when they land. Because like there was like a quick shot where they kind of like the foot of the
Oh, they landed shittily.
Yeah, and just fire.
That was such a long landing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I think in the future, ships just suck real bad, and when they're landing on a new planet, because it showed they were calculating the trajectory of the landing, and they didn't calculate it right, so they landed in a fucked up way, and it made them all jolt around.
Yeah.
It looks like it landed pretty fine, though.
But even a fine landing in this shitty future is
yeah.
bad.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen
so.
their computers? They're still using DOS.
Hey. Product of their time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny thing because they didn't even have any like software like back then in '79.
Just like coding shit. Yeah.
Ones and zeros, literally.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we get the space jockey once they touch down on the planet and they find like the creepy. What's the ship called? Is the NLV something? Or no, that's the planet, isn't it?
Yeah, I forget what the ship is called. It's the big horseshoe ship. You also see it in Prometheus before it's abandoned. It was originally full of handsome Squidwards, and the space jockey's a handsome Squidward.
Yeah, so that's a cool thing that Prometheus like adds to the lore. Like I was saying before, like everyone hated Prometheus because the hardcore fans were like, "You're changing the mythology," which is like, listen, I understand as a Star Wars fan if you fucked it with the mythology, like I understand, but it was a better change.
Yeah,
you know?
It added some fun details.
Yeah, and like I like how like the kind of like you didn't just get the xenomorph right from the start. You got like I forgot what it's called, like the denomorph or
it like evolved based on human DNA. Like without the humans showing up on that planet, the xenomorph wouldn't exist as we know it today.
Yeah,
which is
it's kind of cool
twist.
Yeah. Very,
so it's like the irony of like the downfall of humankind
caused by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the whole. I mean, damn, we're kind of spoiling Alien or Prometheus and Alien.
At this point, just fucking do it.
But so they create an AI who is basically the engineer. So it's like we have the engineers who engineer humans. Humans engineer androids. Androids engineer the xenomorphs, and that's how like the cycle goes.
Yeah.
So like David is the kind of creator of the xenomorphs as we know them in this movie.
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot.
See, that's
you'll
so
have to
cool.
watch Prometheus and Covenant to really get it.
Yeah, you just don't get it.
You don't
bro.
get it, man.
You wouldn't get it. It won the Oscar for best effects and everything.
It earned it.
It should have earned sound design too because it
the
was really
sound was
well
amazing
done.
and spooky.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Yeah, well, it reminded me of the you guys ever? So I was really into. This is gonna sound weird, but I was really into mermaids a while ago, but like not like Ariel.
The scary mermaids.
I was talking like real life mermaids. Like, what if they were real? I watched a documentary and shit.
How long ago are we talking?
What, like 5 years ago?
Okay.
Are we talking about like the freak show mermaids that have a monkey stapled to a fish?
What?
No, in freak shows in the 1930s, they used to say, "Come see the scary mermaid," and it was a monkey stapled to a fish.
What the fuck?
Freak shows are fucked up, man. I don't know
man.
what to tell you.
Anyway, mermaids. Go ahead.
No, okay. So I saw this documentary, and they're like, we might have found evidence that mermaids exist, and the only concrete evidence is that there's this mysterious audio called, I think they call it the bloop.
Oh, the bloop. I've heard about that.
Where it's just this random sound from underwater,
like deep at the lowest point in the ocean.
Yeah, and like so, like apparently that was like the evidence for like
it's dinosaur.
For, other
it's Cthulhu.
Other life.
It's Cthulhu or it's Megalodon.
Yeah,
it's something like that.
Something.
I think it's Cthulhu. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the creature design.
He just wanted a hug.
He just wanted,
Both the face hugger wanted a hug and the xenomorph.
They both wanted hugs. That's
just
all they
want
wanted.
Intimacy.
Yeah,
very much so. We talked a lot about that.
Yeah, we did.
But
who's the guy that made? What's his name? Is it like
H.R. Geiger?
Yeah, that guy.
He gave the inspiration for a lot of the monster designs in this. And if you look at his illustrations, they're all very terrifying and disturbing and weirdly sexual.
Yeah, the guy had some weird things going on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
he had some kinks,
I mean, the tendons in like the mouth of the xenomorph are literally
condoms.
They're condoms. Yeah, they're shredded condoms.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what they used for the tendons.
Very creative.
I can also see like the.
It is creative, but
like the lips. Well, you know how like in the jaw or like when he's like kind of like
Yeah.
the snarl. I can see like the condom rib kind of come up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's the condom. But,
Yeah.
So it could be.
Yeah, this movie is weirdly sexual, and it's got sexual undertones, not necessarily in itself sexual, but
Yeah, not in a good sexual way.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very bad sexual.
yeah, like as we talked about it during the movie, like this,
Like unconsensual pregnancy with the face hugger.
and yeah, it's just a where is it? It's a metaphor for rape culture and everything and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more violating than like having an egg like implanted into you against your consent. Like, I mean, it's like
It's never for your consent. If there's a guy who went up to an alien egg like, please put this inside, that would be real weird. Maybe in the show we'll see that.
I want it inside me. Okay, buddy.
But,
yeah. So, but there's a bunch of different like sexual like I don't know, innuendos or like imagery. Where,
Yeah,
like,
imagery for sure.
even so obviously like it's gonna sound weird. I mean, like I said during the movie, the xenomorph head literally looks like a circumcised penis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like with and then like the tail is kind of, or no, the face hugger literally looks like a vagina. Mm-hmm. Creepiest vagina I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Weird flying vagina that latches onto your face.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna make me think twice about eating someone out.
And then there's there's the porn on the wall we see at one point.
Yeah.
And then we even there's even the butthole vent.
There's
the
a butthole.
the butthole vent.
There's a vent that opens and closes like a
We're just like,
butthole.
oh, that's gonna make you clench. I forgot about that. Oh my god, this movie is just weird, man. But like on the surface, this movie is like great. Mm-hmm. If you look a little deeper, like we've been doing,
like an onion.
ogres have layers.
I wonder how many times we've said that on the podcast.
I don't think
Like
it's as many as you think.
Not
I really
enough.
don't think.
I
It's
know
as many
we
as you
say it
think.
a lot though.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Though.
Whenever we say layers, we were just like, layers.
How often does layers come up?
I don't know.
As I thought.
Oh, you know what's a good thing? Trident layers. That was a good gum.
You know what? It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Favorite was a strawberry.
I'm not a big fan of strawberry. I think I like the orange one.
Ooh, they had orange?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool. I want that. Bring back Trident layers.
Oh, I had a back to the podcast. I had who would win in a fight, Ellen Ripley or Laurie Strode? It's an obvious answer, but it's a fun talking point.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Because they're both like two lady horror movie leads.
Yeah, I mean, popularity-wise, I don't know. But physically, yeah, Ripley's going to take
Yeah,
that. with no-
she's like weapons.
she has a fucking
trained.
flamethrower. Like,
She would rip her apart.
Laurie
No, if
would
we're talking
stab
about
her once and
Laurie-
throw away the
if
knife.
we're talking about Laurie Strode in the current run of Halloween movies, she might put up more of a fight
yeah.
because she's more tactical.
Yes.
Yeah, but one stab and she's out for an entire movie.
Yeah, true. While Ripley getting tossed around by fucking Bilbo.
Yeah.
Getting her
and she-
salad tossed.
Whoa.
Not like that.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but Ripley gets a real beating in this, and
Yeah,
she
she
still
does.
powers through it. She's
With a fucking flamethrower.
badass.
Yeah.
So speaking of that scene, that was the weird fucking way to kill someone with the magazine.
Yeah.
I wrote in my
I don't
notes.
know what he was malfunctioning. The robot.
Ash was just going at it.
He was trying to shove a rolled up magazine down her throat.
definitely a
Like he
porno.
definitely could have crushed her head or something. I mean,
Yeah.
it showed that he was stronger than her because androids are powerful.
No, he was bleeding milk at that point. He
Yeah,
was going crazy.
He was
going
bleeding
nuts.
milk.
He was
Yeah,
mil-
the
he was
robots
milky.
in the whole Alien franchise, they bleed white. It's real weird, but a very fun creative.
Well, that's
choice.
another sexual thing because it's like semen, right?
Yeah,
You know?
right. So it goes back to the weird sexual imagery.
Man, so I wonder, is this H.R. Geiger's thing or is it Ridley Scott's thing?
Yes.
I think because H.R. Geiger was a consultant in the movie for the movie, so
Yeah.
his ideas were going into it as they were filming. So I think he probably had something to do with it. I don't know because we don't see white semen blood come up in any other Ridley Scott movie, so I think it's more of a Geiger.
Oh, it didn't
thing.
come up in the last duel.
No. Matt Damon did not bleed semen.
All right. Let's talk about the iconic scene in the movie. Of
Oh, the chest burster scene?
course. What else?
Yeah.
The The lead up to it was great. Like you had this scary moment on this planet. You see the face hugger latch on him. You're like, oh, this guy's fucked. But then it like detaches and it's fine. And it's just like, oh, it went away. Let's all have dinner together. And it's a nice, peaceful scene with the whole crew and their last happy moments together.
The Last Supper.
Before everything goes to shit.
Yep. And Kane's wearing a space leotard.
Yeah, the space underpants in this, very weird.
Very weird.
You also see Ellen in space underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's her name.
With her like half of her butt crack is showing, right?
Yeah, it's weird undies.
Yeah. That was Ripley, wasn't it?
Ellen
Yeah,
Ripley.
Yeah, Ellen Ripley.
Oh, right.
Ellen's her first name.
Okay. I call her Ripley. So.
Yeah,
Well,
you call her both.
I mean, well, I read about this movie that Ripley was written to be either a man or a woman. We used it in
we use that in the tease.
in the tease
Oh,
for this
yeah.
movie. I thought that was pretty cool because it's like, I mean, there's different philosophies on how to write like, I guess female characters now.
Sure, yeah.
But I think that's like the way to do it, where you just write a character
Regardless
and
of gender.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then you can make them whatever gender
Whoever
you
you
want.
want, yeah.
Exactly.
And and so we have an iconic horror movie protagonist.
Who wasn't written to be a woman, but is badass as a woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And some people could be like, well, like you're just like writing a male role and then making her a woman. And it's like,
No, it's gender neutral.
yeah, it's gender neutral though.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
The fucking cat, man.
Oh,
The
Jonesy.
fucking cat.
Metaphor for your vagina.
Yeah.
She had to protect her vagina from the rapist.
Wait, so the cat represented virginity?
Pussy. She had to protect her pussy.
I mean, she did.
But yes, the cat was very annoying. He
Pussy also got what's his name?
Got the Hawaiian shirt guy killed.
Yeah.
Brett, I think was
Brett,
his
yeah.
name. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
Yeah, he was just like, the cat was like scurrying away.
Cat's
from him.
out of
He's
the
like,
bag.
what's wrong? And it was, the xenomorph was right behind him. Very freaky.
Yeah, well, that one shot of the kind of like there's like a quick shot of the xenomorph just kind of hanging there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before like the scene actually happens, that was creepy because like
That was really cool.
I remember I saw that and I'm just like, oh, that looks like the
Like if you
xenomorph.
weren't looking right, you might miss it. But
Yeah.
if you're paying attention,
So
it's like, oh, fuck.
That's another scene that the suspense was just great, really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, this whole movie the suspense is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
And
I mean,
just-
it only win. It won an Oscar, right?
It only won for
Special effects,
special effects.
which deserved, but this should have won to sound design.
Writing, I feel like, should have won.
Should have been writing too.
Writing was well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The directing, here's where I have a problem because maybe it's just me. I don't like the fact that like nothing really happens in the last like 10 or like, there's like long spans of time in this movie where nothing really happens. They're just kind of trying to complete this one task. It's a big checklist
It's
that doesn't
ominous.
really matter.
Yeah, I think it might be like the 70s kind of storytelling. Like, things have changed a lot, obviously.
It also takes a lot from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
which
also-
had a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
That was a slow-ass movie.
Yeah, like
it was
that's-
good, but it was slow as fuck.
Yeah,
Why do you okay, so I've never seen that movie and I just don't get the
you're not
appeal.
gonna like it.
Well, so what's the appeal?
The appeal is that the special effects, there's nothing been done like it before. It's Kubrick. Everyone loves Kubrick. I love Kubrick.
Yeah.
But it's hard to explain. It's not my favorite movie, obviously, but I respect the artistic vision behind it and all that jazz because it was made in like the late 60s, mid 60s.
69, I think. Yeah.
And nothing had been done like it before, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pioneered.
See, that's why I watched Citizen Kane, almost fell asleep in front of it.
Yeah. No.
And like there's that Family Guy bit where like it's just like it was the sled. You watched the 2.5 hours for a fucking sled.
Yeah.
So I can understand that like it pioneered like different film techniques and like it was the first time this has ever been done and like
Yeah.
the narrative, the what's it called, the narrative switching or whatever, the parallel timelines or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time that did that.
Yeah.
And so I can understand why. But story wise, it's just a sad story about this guy being greedy.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a while. I don't really remember it except Rosebud. That's all I remember.
Rosebud. And his little mustache kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find out at one point back in this movie that the crew is expendable, and it's like
she's looking up the answers from the ship's AI mother, which Ash is weirdly obsessed with early on. They're like, why is this guy so obsessed? Oh, because he's also a robot like the AI.
Robot.
Yeah, and the robots are out to help preserve this alien creature so Weyland-Yutani can study it at the expense of everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Weyland-Yutani, shitty company.
Yeah. Give them 1 star out of 5 on Yelp. Gonna write a sassy review about them.
Wait, did this movie predict Amazon? It's like, treat your workers better.
Yeah. Don't treat them as expendable. Well, we didn't see anyone pissing in bottles in this, so
yeah,
that's fair.
A little different.
And nobody was died for like on the conveyor belt or something. That was Lay's, right?
It was one of those. But again, someone died on the job and they had to keep working, so it is kind of similar.
It's like, you're not clocked out yet.
Bezos.
He's literally dead.
Bezos-Yutani.
Jesus.
I wrote Bilbo's a fucking robot. Almost all the androids in the Alien franchise are evil.
Yeah,
there's very few, except the one in Aliens. I think Lance Henriksen was trying to be a good guy.
Right, no, but then because he plays so he's modeled after Weyland in Alien 3. So even he's not even safe because he's a dick as human.
Yeah, that's true. And then the first version of Michael Fassbender's character in Prometheus, I think. No, he was a bad robot too.
What's his name? Walker?
It was David, and the other one was something
Goliath.
No.
David Goliath.
What was the other robot? I can't remember.
Walter.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Hey.
One of the Michael Fassbender robots was a good guy, and the other one was evil. But again, most of the androids are evil.
Yeah.
So for the Last Supper scene, the cast didn't know what was actually going to happen.
Yeah.
That's another trivia thing that we added in. They were like, I think in the script it said it emerges, or like that's all that was written in the script, so that's all that anybody knew. So only John Hurt knew because obviously it was coming out of him. So that like the cast was genuinely surprised and plus what's her face, the one who wouldn't get out of the way, like a dumbass.
Oh, the dumb lady.
Yeah, the dumb lady.
Just call her dumb lady.
She got splashed with all the blood on accident. And they used that take.
Wow,
so
that's a good touch.
All right, so Nick, you wanted to talk about the Alien Isolation game?
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite horror games, along with my favorite horror franchise, which is appropriate. If anyone hasn't played it, it's a first-person horror game where you play as Ellen Ripley's daughter. And there's actually DLC where you play as Ellen, and it's voiced by Sigourney Weaver, which is actually pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad that she's not like trying to distance herself from it, because most people try to do that when they get really big in a franchise.
No, yeah, she embraced it, which is great. But the game is amazingly terrifying, and the Xenomorph AI is some of the best like horror game AI I've seen. Like, it tracks you dynamically through the ship, and it comes through different like holes out of nowhere. Like, it'll pop through a vent depending on where you are, pop out of the ceiling, and it can insta-kill you if you're not paying attention. Like, if you're walking by, you see stuff dripping from the ceiling, do not walk under that drip because it will kill you. So it's very cool, the AI, and you also fight robots and stuff. So it was just a very well done horror game, and I'd hope to see something like that again.
Yeah, I mean, what are the other big horror games? Well, there's Silent Hill, there's
Silent
Resident
Hill,
Evil.
Resident Evil.
I heard Evil Within. Is that any good?
It's pretty good. It's from the same Resident Evil guy. Nothing quite like Alien Isolation. I mean, there's Amnesia. If you haven't played that, that's one of those games where you can't fight or anything. You just hide, which I don't really care for that kind of horror game. Yeah. I like where you can at least fight back a little bit. And in Alien Isolation, you can't kill the xenomorph right away, but you can scare it off with like a flamethrower. Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play video games too much. The most like last thing I played was Jedi Fallen Order for like the 5th time.
That's a good one.
It's such a good game. I love it.
No, it's good.
And then I played Spider-Man. I used to play a little Pokemon. obviously, because everyone plays Pokemon.
Sure, yeah.
I'm actually excited for the Wii Sports is coming to Nintendo Switch now.
Oh.
So like I can bring back everyone's childhood.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's fun. Well, I guess definitely give Alien Isolation a shot if you're... Well, you said you saw the stream, right?
Yeah, I saw some guy play it. I forgot who he was though.
Yeah.
He was a pretty big streamer, I think.
Okay, well...
So, but I remember him hiding in like a locker, but then he started like screaming when...
Yeah, you actually, when you hide, like, it can track you, and based on, like, random luck, it can find you and kill you instantly, and, like, there's no surefire way to always hide from it. Like, you're gonna die, definitely. So, like, I was hiding under, like, a bed once, and it passed me by, and I'm like, phew, all right, I guess I'm safe. And I walk out, and he's right behind me and kills me instantly. It's great.
So is it better stealth than, like, other games?
Yeah, it's a big focus of it is stealth, sneaking around the ship and all that jazz. And it's just a spooky, fun, spooky game.
Okay. So I have a question.
Oh, boy.
Why, if Weyland Yutani wanted the crew to find the alien and bring it aboard and, like, get the specimen and stuff, why would they have the protocols in place that Ridley wanted to follow?
I think these are rules before, like, they had the idea to get the alien. Like, these are just the whole company-wide rules regardless of what ship you're on. Like, so even if it wasn't an alien, if it was just a random disease, you don't want to bring that onto the ship.
And bring it back.
Yeah, it's following general orders and guidelines without specifically talking about the aliens, because there was a secret guideline the ship had and that Ash had to preserve it. But the crew's not supposed to know about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
makes sense. That
does make sense.
Makes sense just the way it is. Something
It was very well thought out.
Extremely well, especially for a horror movie.
Yeah.
It was very ahead of its time. Sci-fi horror is a great genre. Very underutilized.
I don't know why I wrote this down, but a Barney horror movie.
Oh, yeah. I forgot why we were talking.
We were like, hiya, kids. And then, oh, wait, it's like, I kill you. I kill you again.
I kill you. I
Like
kill.
Five Nights at Freddy's, kind of, yeah.
Just imagine that shit. Yeah,
Instead of a xenomorph, just a big purple dinosaur hanging from the ceiling.
Or just totally metal Barney. Just give him a makeover.
Yeah.
That's terrifying just by
A little
itself.
bit.
Like, one of the things I have is, that's a really shitty funeral for Kane.
Oh, he just gets shot in the face. It was just like a bullet, like pew.
Like, Godspeed. And he hits the button.
And that was foreshadowing to the way the alien gets shot in his face.
Yep.
Wait, is Kane the alien as a metaphor?
Ooh,
That's
no.
stupid.
He's just in a leotard.
He's just in a leotard.
Just a dumb guy who stuck his face over an egg sack.
So let's talk about the scene.
Him and Billy Crudup are just idiots in the
Idiots,
movie.
yeah.
So this is right after Ash gets his head knocked off or whatever.
Yeah.
The really bad jump cut. That was.
Oh,
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
The cut between like Ian Holmes' actual head and then the fake prosthetic head was a bit obvious. I mean, it's the 70s, so I'll cut him some slack.
Yeah.
But it was still weird.
I think they could have found a better way to do that. Maybe
Yeah.
just from the back of his head, like place him down, and then just turn the camera around, and you can see his face or something.
No, I mean,
I would have just cut to a different camera angle and then
Yeah,
just like replaced
that
it with
too.
the head,
It's-
you know?
yeah.
yeah, but it was a weird cut from the same angle, basically, but closer.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was.
But
I mean, but that's what they did in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 when Freddy comes out of the...
Those are cheesy horror movies.
they have merit. When he comes out of the TV, like his head
yeah.
starts, so you see like the prosthetic, like fake head come out of the TV, like kind
Right.
of grow, and then it cuts to a VFX shot, or it cuts back to the girl in front of the TV, and
Yeah.
it cuts back to at Robert Englund now with the VFX shot.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it was a bit odd, but, again, product of the time.
Product. Yeah, 79.
Yeah. Pretty
Ish.
good, regardless.
Yeah. Anyway,
And also, sorry,
you're-
the scene where they do behead him and his body's still going, like trying to choke out Parker, that actually looked pretty good.
It did.
With the head like half hanging off his body.
yeah, I'm wondering how they got that shot. Did they just get like somebody really short and like put like
Yeah.
prosthetic shoulders on him.
Probably,
and
yeah.
like,
That's what
guarantee
I'm
it.
guessing. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that'd be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Dumb girl. I don't know her name.
Dumb lady, yeah.
Dumb lady. She should have just gotten out of the way.
Yeah.
I hate this stupid frozen in fear trope.
Yeah.
Like, just get out of the way. Get out of the way. It's so dramatic.
Yeah.
It's just no. It's fucking stupid.
But yeah, Parker was ready to set it on fire, but she wouldn't move.
Yeah, I would have just lit her on fire at the same time.
Exactly.
Just
Because would have saved his life.
Would have pulled a Ripley with the human egg scene.
Yeah.
Where she's just like, "Oh, you're kind of alive, but not really. So I'm just gonna burn you."
There you go. Whatever. Might as well be dead.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So
Yeah.
we also mentioned, this is totally off topic, but a podcast reviewing our old podcast.
Yeah. So as everyone knows, we used to be movie drunks, and so we used to get drunk, watch the movie. Sometimes we talk about the movie, blah blah blah.
Shut the fuck up.
I can't get it out of my head. What's the one for this one? It's like we watch the movie, we're gonna say something stupid. Probably say, I don't know.
We'll probably
'Cause
say
we've
something
seen it
stupid because we've seen it
Yeah.
all before.
Okay. So we would listen to like a podcast in real time while getting drunk or something like that, and then review it. So then we'd be drunk reviewing it. It's kind of a dumb idea, but like I kind of want to do it.
It's a very dumb idea.
Maybe you could have one bonus episode dedicated to just a complete waste of time that only real fans would listen to.
I already know what movie
only
we
the
do.
real fan.
I already know what movie we do. Whiplash, obviously.
Oh fucking god!
Either Whiplash or Revenge of the Sith.
So would you review
Oh,
your
both of them.
reviews, like review your opinions on the movie?
You know, it's weird. It's funny that you mentioned that because I just recorded the video because I had like this Rise of Skywalker reaction trailer from years ago.
Oh yeah.
And I recorded a video reacting to my reaction,
Oh,
and I'm editing
okay.
that right now. So it's
like
kind of
that.
funny.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Well, at the time of recording,
At the time of recording this,
Yes.
it'll probably be out before this podcast actually comes out. So
yeah. At
Oh,
the time
well.
of recording. Oh jeez.
we don't even drink
What is this,
anymore,
man?
I
Dan.
know.
Drugs?
it's the salad.
Come on.
It's the salad.
Come on.
All right, so why was Ash having like a malfunction like right at that moment?
That's a good question.
I don't really know.
He's
Because, yeah, you see him and, like, he starts to sweat milk, you know, normal robot
Oh,
shit.
she knows.
But I'm not exactly sure either. I don't know if
Ma-
maybe the ship itself was malfunctioning and he's connected to the ship. So when Mother was fucking up, that fucked him up.
I
But,
landed wrong again.
yeah.
or he was like maybe possibly thinking of having a little humanity in him, or he's trying to think for himself.
And the
And
programming,
then programming
overrode.
would, yeah, like a whole robot
That's a
type
cool
thing.
theory.
Because he was spinning around and being all crazy for a bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't.
Because he was
yeah.
sweating. The very first time we see him, he just sweat. He's like,
Like, is that?
he's like, what should I do?
Well,
Yeah.
I think because he was about the whole reason that started was he was trying to trap Ripley for the monster, and then he started trying to kill Ripley, and then he malfunctioned. So maybe trying to kill his own crewmates fucked with his programming. I don't know.
Yeah, some wires
It's
got
not
crossed
clear.
down.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah, just cause. Yeah.
yeah. Just
I'm fine with that explanation. Even though we just praised this movie for being so well thought out. Yeah.
it is. I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's a reason where
Yeah.
you just didn't.
Probably like an offhanded line or
Yeah,
something like
probably.
that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one of the problems with this movie is like, it's hard to connect with some characters. It's very
Well, yeah, like dumb lady. I don't know her name.
exactly. We don't even know her fucking name.
Well, you know someone dumb, so I'm sure someone can relate to her.
Oh, I got someone in my mind.
and like character development, just there's not really too much room for character development besides Ripley and maybe the other, maybe Parker, which barely.
Yeah,
But
it kind of reminds me of the first Evil Dead, where you don't really see Ash, Bruce Campbell's character, develop as a character until the following movies.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like that, where it takes the characters a bit to really get going, and they more exist there to be like archetypes and get killed off.
yeah,
Yeah, which is unfortunate that like kind of horror is like kind of stuck in that area.
That formula.
Yeah, where it's like you have the archetype, you have these red shirts that are just there to be killed.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, Ripley comes into her own. I'd say,
Aliens.
yeah, and definitely an Aliens. Yeah.
Stay away from her, you bitch.
Well, that's what like that's why, like, no offense to this movie or anything.
Yeah.
I think Aliens is the superior one.
No,
Okay.
I get that. I definitely see where most people are coming from. I just kind of like the claustrophobic aspect of it. How it's more intimate horror.
And very ominous, very suspense.
Less action-y. I like the action of Aliens, but I love the horror of Alien.
You also like the slow burn stuff a lot more.
I'm a big slow burn fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
forever.
Robert Eggers, as
Yeah,
Danny knows.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
No, I can understand. I'm an artsy fartsy,
Yes.
pompous.
See, I thought I was that.
You're
But
not.
I tried so hard for so many years to be like, this is such a good movie, and I'm just like, I don't like it.
It's
You
okay.
know?
Let me be the artsy fartsy douche instead.
Okay, well, you made me appreciate Donnie Darko on another level, though.
Yes.
And like now I
agreed.
appreciate this movie a little bit more.
Well, then
because
maybe we can do one for a Hereditary. Well, no.
Hereditary's great.
Okay,
I love
you like
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
I
Do one
hate
for the
Midsommar.
Lighthouse.
So maybe we'll do
Lighthouse, I'll watch Lighthouse.
Maybe we'll do Midsummer.
Midsummer, not again.
Midsummer. Oh my god, that movie was just a trip. I saw it once. I can't watch it again.
That's like you only need to do it the once.
yeah.
Maybe I was going through like a really rough time in my life when I saw that movie, so maybe I didn't give it a fair shot.
Maybe.
So like,
Still, I was going through a stable period of my life, and I still got fucked up. So
It's fair. I don't think at any point in your life is going to make you dislike that movie or like it any more than it's just there.
yeah.
yeah, but Hereditary was so good.
No, it was. I mean, I watched it in a theater where everyone was expecting a normal horror movie.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people were laughing at parts they shouldn't be, and I was like, I'm trying to enjoy the movie. People keep laughing.
I'm trying to enjoy the movie.
And then my friends were laughing too, and they're like, come on, Nick, stop being so serious. And I finally lost it when Gabriel Byrne got set on fire.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
And I laughed, and I was like, all right, fuck it. This is kind of funny.
Yeah, but
And
like,
her like floating on the ceiling and sawing her head off.
Yeah, that
like,
shit
Yeah.
was weird.
like if I was watching it at home, I'd be terrified. But in
Yeah.
this theater of laughing people, completely ruined it.
my experience was so because I also saw it in the theater too. I wasn't expecting. I only saw like one trailer for this movie and
Yeah.
didn't give away anything, so I had
Right.
no idea what I was watching.
Yeah.
And then the light pole scene happened.
Oh,
or
yeah.
and I'm just like, oh, it's this type of movie.
Oh, fuck. A24. What the fuck?
Yeah, you know. So
Kabam.
I was watching Euphoria.
Goddamn brownies, man.
I was watching Euphoria the other day. Season 2 starts with there's a really hot scene, I guess, where like this guy's driving super fast. And this girl like puts her head out the window.
Oh,
and
and
it's
it's
like,
like,
I've
oh,
seen
no,
Hereditary.
I've seen this
not
before.
again. Not again. Put your head back in the car, young lady.
Oh, man.
All right. Do we
So-
want to any last thoughts on Alien?
I think I'm all tapped out. Yeah.
I was going to say another Evil Dead connection. There was that weird scene in this where the alien tail goes up toward the lady.
Up the cooch.
And
Yeah.
it reminded me of Evil Dead with that tree scene where the tree tied the lady up and did the
Yeah,
thing.
same thing.
Yeah,
So
it's like she got
kind of
fucked by
both
the
of those
forest.
movies had weird
Well,
sexual
Yeah.
shit.
We also talked about like the metaphor for rape in this movie, and that's another visual like clue for that in this
Representation,
movie.
yeah.
Representation. That's a word.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
there's a lot
stuff.
more to this movie than a lot of people know and
Yeah.
think.
Very
And
deep.
Yeah, but you can also watch it on like a base level too. And
Yeah,
just be
you can
like,
enjoy it just
know.
as a normal horror movie.
Yeah.
If you're not
Yeah.
looking for something deep.
That's what the best movies are, where they have like just shit on the surface for like people who don't want to you just want to watch it, and then there's people.
Then there's us.
parts for the thinkers.
Yeah.
you know, not insulting anyone who doesn't
no,
want.
no. Yeah,
sometimes
not
you're
at
just
all.
not in the mood to
Sure,
look into
yeah.
a movie. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I do with TV shows all the time. I just zone out on like The Office or How I Met Your Mother or something.
Yeah.
Or go to sleep watching Family Guy for the 20th time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Family Guy used to be okay.
I mean, I just fall asleep to it now. It's
That's like season 6. Wow. They're on season 21, right?
Yep.
Oh boy. Well, at least it's not The Simpsons.
Well, I'm sure the Alien show won't go that long. That'll be a good
It's-
3 or 4 seasons.
I believe it said it has 8 episodes, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe they got 8
I've got a
episodes.
good feeling about that. I'm excited. I love Noah Hawley, so
Yeah.
that'll be good.
All right. Well, let's give this our ratings, shall we?
So are we going by stars or
We're going out of 100%.
Out
Same
of
thing.
100%.
Same thing we used to do. Yep.
We used to do blood alcohol content.
Oh, that's right.
we
That's right.
would be
did
dead
do
at
that.
like 80%.
Yeah. Yeah, he died several drinks ago. I'd give this 95.
Okay. Your favorite horror movie?
Yeah, I mean, it's my favorite franchise, and I still, like, I love the artsy-fartsy horror movies, obviously, the A24s out there, but I love this. Like, this is an all-time classic.
So Ridley Scott just built suspense so well with, like, all these scenes, especially the one with, you know, the alien just chilling in the chains up there, and then just comes down, just a little swoops down a little bit, and, yeah, it's great. It's very satisfying and a very ominous, well-written movie. But
always a but.
Too much cat.
Too much pussy.
It's the way the film progresses. It's
Yeah.
very slow in parts, especially the first half.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes it hard to connect with characters, as we talked about earlier. Like, what's her name? No, wait, we still haven't even looked up her name.
I'm not even gonna.
Who cares? But yeah, so the whole character development is just not there for some characters.
Yeah.
And you don't need character development all the time, especially for a first movie in a series.
Or a horror movie.
Or
where
everyone's
going to die off anyway.
Yes.
So.
But it's written well enough to where it's passable and all that stuff. And the special effects are just fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's about an 88 for me.
Okay.
The film nerd in me wants to give this like a 90, but like enjoyment level, and because I'm a story person, I like a good like I mean, I guess this movie does have some twists and turns and plot, like a big plot twist with the Weyland-Yutani thing, and so but like ultimately there's like it's not really there. It's kind of thin. Like story wise, so that's why I'm gonna give it. Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna give it like a 78.
Okay,
Wow,
I get it.
Because it's like I wish there was more there. Because I mean, and that's what the sequels like. Prometheus,
they add more.
Prometheus added a lot to it, and I really don't understand the hate on that one.
No, me neither.
But I mean, I do a little bit, but you know, but like I like how like it established. I mean, it's obviously iconic because it established this franchise and stuff. So, but it opened the door to way better things. I think.
And aliens.
Agree.
Yeah, aliens. Yeah.
And I'm surprised you didn't say 85 like you normally do. So
I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to be not that.
Yeah.
Did I rate it too high? Should I go to 90?
No,
if you like it,
you're fine.
if you like it, you like it, man.
I was gonna say 5 out of 5 or 100, but I don't want to go that far.
I don't want to be that guy. But yeah, so we are Seen It Before. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with the handle at Seen It Beforecast. That's SCENE, It Before Cast. I'm Dan.
Okay, I'm Danny. You can find me on Instagram, only Instagram, at Danny_Was, or my YouTube channel, which is just Danny Was. I'm actually posting there a lot more recently, so hopefully this kind of YouTube hype thing for me keeps going. So.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. Nick?
And I've got a Twitch channel. I forgot what my name. Oh, it's Sir_Goofbag. That's also my Instagram, and I think it's also my Twitter. I can't remember all my usernames.
Hey, that's good enough. But yeah, if you want to hear more of Nick's opinions, let us know, because Nick's got some pretty good opinions in some of these movies. We love having him on every time.
Yeah, we might do Lighthouse now.
We might do Lighthouse. We might see. I know we talked about this at work earlier today.
Yeah.
Do we want to possibly see
The
Northman?
Oh, okay.
That's it. Robert Eggers.
Viking action.
The trailer looked a little interesting to me, so I'll go for it. Yeah, there's action.
We might not do a review on it, but we might still see it. So maybe we'll do a little review on it if it's that good.
Yeah,
but we'll see. Okay. So keep an ear out for that when it comes out in April or so, somewhere in there.
Pay attention to the socials for the next upcoming movie. We're gonna post another tease like we did for this one. It's kind of like our thing now, you know. Yeah,
teases are on Fridays, and look out for our Instagram Reels or our TikTok thingies.
TikToks.
Yeah. our TikToks on all the socials. So yeah. Until then, it's been an honor as usual, and yeah, that's all I got. Stay cool.